And away we go. Hi guys, time for another Patreon Q&A video. First question, how was gallbladder surgery? It's my first major surgery that I can remember as an adult. They did 5 incisions on my tummy. One here, one here, one here, one here, one here, and one right big one in my belly button. They're all fine now, except belly button's a little bit itchy, and it's gonna have a little scar at the end, but otherwise, things are pretty much back to normal. Feels good. It feels good not to be in constant bloatiness and pain like I used to, and I'm glad for that. I'm very grateful for Stacy for helping me out last week and the week prior throughout the process. I'm a terrible patient, and she was very loving and supporting throughout the entire affair. What factory would I want to tour and why? Definitely a robot factory. I've always wanted to have a little robot, like a little buddy, sort of like a butler or like a helpmeet, somebody to play games with or somebody to just ask questions to. I think this is before the age of the internet, where I would just ask questions to the robot, and the robot would tell me, or the robot would ask me questions about human things, and I'd tell him or her, whatever gender the robot wanted to be, and we'd be just great friends. What idea, technique, or thing have I just discovered which has been around forever? Naps. Yeah, I used to be the worst of person to refuse naps. I hated taking them in college because I thought they were dumb. Why take a nap? You just wake up more groggy and irritable than ever. I looked at my roommates who took them and I thought they were stupid. Just keep powering through the day. Start waking up at 4 o'clock in the morning, go home at 2 a.m., just run, 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 run. But I'm getting older, and I'm getting grumpier and making poor decisions, and I find taking a nap actually clears my head. And it's the dumbest thing because I am still refusing to take naps, even when I'm aware of this knowledge. And it takes a loved one to remind me, hey, take a goddamn nap. And I will, and then finally, everything rights itself. What is my not so secret indulgence? Froyo. I guess that's being a child of the 80s and 90s, but I was floored when my little town Modesto finally had frozen yogurt shops, and we could have toppings and all kinds of immaculate ways to populate our frozen yogurt treats. When I was down with the gallbladder post-op, I made Stacy give me froyo multiple times after surgery. My favorite book. It's still to this day my favorite book. I've read a lot these days. I consider it a favorite book in terms of what it does for me, how it changes me, how it shapes me, how I come back to it when I need some comfort or to be just a little upended. And it's the book Astonish Yourself, 101 Experiments in the Philosophy of Everyday Life. It's by a French guy, Roger Paudroy. I'm probably butchering his name, but that's about it. And it's really just, you can open it in any part in the book, and it's a series of thought experiments. Things you can do for yourself to really bend your brain. Go to the circus. Call out your own name. Go running in a graveyard. Pinch yourself. And these little thought experiments are described in further detail by the author as to why they're so significant and why they're so holy, and how the mere act of observation behind these very, sometimes banal, sometimes strange effects can uproot prior thought. My questions for you today. Have you seen Jones and Stacy as a pair of love raptors? If not, I'm referring, of course, to our wedding website, which is www.thenot.com/US/Stacy, that's and Jara. That's Stacy with an E. Go to it. It's lots of fun. You'll see me making my best raptor impersonation. You'll learn more goofy stuff about us, how we met, and if you want to check out our registry, do that too. Why not? Second question. If you could send a book to someone as a virtual hug, what book would that be and why? Have a lovely month, guys. I'll talk to you next month.